Speaker, it is absolutely staggering that this error has happened in the DWP's part, and the fact that this was allowed to happen over so many years should be shocking. But actually it's not shocking, because myself and many of my colleagues on these benches, week in, week out at our surgeries, see the absolute ineptitude that comes from the Department of Work and Pensions every single week. Now, I've got a lot of respect for the Minister, but to suggest that somehow this was due to housekeeping in the part of the DWP really is laughable, because this has been an absolutely unacceptable situation. So will the DWP be undertaking investigations to find out what impact having less money has had on these people? How many of them were forced into poverty? How many of them had to use food banks, and how many suffered physically or emotionally as a result of this catastrophic error? And did this impact their condition? And what investigations is our department undertaking to ensure similar errors have not been repeated? And finally, can she tell me how she's strengthening the department's internal mechanisms to ensure that these errors can be rectified more quickly in future?
Thank the honourable gentleman for his question. And the Permanent Secretary has been discussing the very substance of your question about strengthening procedures within the department to make sure that this doesn't happen again, both with the Public Accounts Committee and with the National Audit Office. The National Audit Office made a series of recommendations to the department about strengthening procedures within the department, which the Permanent Secretary has accepted and is in place. So, for example, we have a board in the department, so if members of staff or stakeholders are raising concerns with us about something going wrong, some unintended consequences about the administration of benefits, they are referred to this committee and properly considered. We have much wider and deeper stakeholder engagement, and it's particularly important now as we move forward in designing the new benefit of universal credit that the stakeholders who are working with disabled people themselves, who obviously are experts in their own conditions, are working with us to shape those processes to make sure we absolutely get them right. And I'm absolutely determined to make sure that that is the case.